In this video, a Reddit user shared, "My boyfriend of 2 years has been attempting to cheat on me with escorts our entire relationship. My boyfriend and I are both living abroad and met at a previous workplace. Coincidentally, we have the same home country, so we had a lot of similar views and traditions. We started dating in January 2023 and became a couple in March 2023. We moved in together after 6 months because both our roommates were moving out, so we decided to leave too and look for something together. My now ex-boyfriend had recently asked for my hand in marriage to my parents and to my grandparents while we were visiting our families back at home. I know this because my granddad couldn't hold his excitement and didn't really get the concept of keeping it a secret from me, so I knew he had plans to propose. He is religious, I am not, but he finds it important to marry for the eyes of God. He's an evangelical Christian. I was never keen on the concept of marriage, but I honestly was convinced he was my person, and was willing to do this because I know it was important to him if he were to propose. Now fast forward to 2 weeks ago. Did I mention we have a dog together? So on the Wednesday, he was picking up our dog from doggy daycare, and I saw his broken phone laying in our room. I'm not proud to say I looked through it because I usually don't do these things, but I felt that something was off in my stomach. I looked in his phone and found a few emails to escorts in the country we live in. I also found one transaction to an app I had never seen before in his app store, and it turns out he had downloaded 3 live webcam apps and paid on one of them while I was asleep. He took accountability for the webcam thing, but he claimed the escort thing. Although the emails were sometimes months apart that he messaged for his friend, I didn't believe him, so I gave him multiple opportunities to tell me the truth. He didn't. The next day I found more proof. I confronted him again. His story changed that sometimes he just likes to make fun of these escorts when he comes across their ads. I don't know about you, but usually I don't come across such ads unless I'm on the wrong websites. Again, I gave him the chance to own up to it without success. On Friday, I thought to myself, okay, if this is everything, I'll be able to get over it eventually as long as he's willing to work on it and change and take accountability for his actions. He claims he did. On Saturday morning I went through that phone again, and I found out he had been contacting escorts for the entirety of our relationship. He started doing it during the corona pandemic in 2020, way before he met me in 2023, and he just never stopped. The phone I checked he only used for 6 months out of the 2 years we spent together, so imagine what I would have found on his previous phone that he lost. I found phone calls on nights he was out with friends to escorts in that region. I was able to trace back the number to her escort profile. She was Colombian, so there was clear intention to cheat. She didn't pick up. He made 2 attempts, so it doesn't get more clear than this. On another night he was out, there was also a transaction to a Colombian woman of 70 euros. He claims he bought 5 grams to roll a joint. He also looked for glory holes in this country. I just feel gross. He told me I wasn't allowed to talk to my parents because they would hate him forever if we choose to work things out. I did tell my parents on Sunday because I'm really close with them over FaceTime, and they were absolutely stunned. He's the first person to judge cheaters, but then he has been doing this for years. Even when we were on a holiday to Athens, he told me he couldn't sleep well there. Now I understand why, because he spent the entire night looking for escorts and brothels nearby while I was asleep next to him. I broke up with him on Sunday, one day before our 2-year anniversary. I got tested straight away. On the Monday, my blood came back negative. I'm still waiting for the other tests to come back. He claims he never actually went through with it and he just looked at it as porn, but he clearly has a problem. There is so much free porn. Why on earth would you do this if you're just looking at it like porn? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my life trauma.